Hello, hello, everyone. Good afternoon, or morning, or night, wherever you may be, and welcome. This is an introduction to the journey of our journey of healing. It's a Peace on Earth tour that is about to begin this coming Friday. And we have people that are jumping in. So if you see me hesitate, that's what I'm doing, is just bringing people into the rooms with us. And I'm so happy that all of you are here. We're going to give everyone a chance to speak and ask questions or find out more about what this is all about. But right now, I'm going to ask Sherry Myers to take over and
Yeah.
just hear from her heart what her part in this is.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was inspired by Terry's mission. I've always been inspired by Terry, and I felt doubly motivated to really hold this fundraiser and create awareness for the journey and also donate art that my mother created. So, what I want to do first is to really make sure everyone has a great, the same inspirational grasp about our journey that I do that really lights me up and has me so excited. So, Terry, if you all don't mind, we have some questions that we laid out that will really help us to unfold what Terry is about to do. And Terry Angel, please tell us how you realized, what was the realization, what came to you that you were going to take on this mission of crossing America and bringing healing.
Thank you, Sherry, for asking that. I have known for years that I was going to take a journey. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know any of the details or anything about timing, what was entailed in it. I just knew that there was a mission that I was going to be called to go to. So that happened, I would say that was 5 years ago that I heard this mission being called. But every year I would ask the angels, I would check in, is this the year? Is this the divine time for me to step out? And it has not been the time until this year. And this year I heard it very clearly, a resounding yes. So I just started asking, okay, I don't know what that looks like. And if this is, I'm hearing you correctly, then put it in my face. Just let me see it right in front of me that this is very clearly what is supposed to happen. And as soon as I asked for that confirmation, things started to fall into place. I had something happen where I was living, where I felt like I was just being pushed out of that apartment I was living in. It was like I was no longer welcome there. I was being pushed out the door. And I said, this is my clear sign, isn't it, angels? And they're like, oh, yeah, you got the message. So that was toward the end of July. And at that point, I knew that I was going to be traveling, so I couldn't lug around all my material possessions that I had, which wasn't a huge amount, but I lived in an apartment. So I said, okay, this all has to go. It just has to go, and I need the means to travel around the country because I had a vehicle, but it wasn't stable enough that it would make that long-term journey. So I just said, okay, angels, just show me how this works. And then I tried to take control. That was my mistake. I said, okay, so I'm going to list things for sale. I'm going to do this. I'm going to look for a vehicle. Nothing was working. It was just like I'd reached a brick wall. And it wasn't until I said, I give up. I let it go. I'm just letting it go. And I'm not in control anymore. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to show up. My chariot is going to show up. All of this stuff that I'm looking at, these material things, they're going to be gone. And as soon as I said that, and that was probably 2 weeks ago, as soon as I made that statement out loud, telling the angels, I'm letting it go, it's not in my hands anymore, everything in the apartment was gone. The vehicle showed up and everything was ready. It was ready for me to hit the road and just go and start this journey. And I know that it's a journey of bringing healing. This they have shown me, that this is a healing journey. It's about me traveling with everybody in tow. All of you are going with me, and you're going to be a part of this tour, a huge part of the tour. And we're going to do healing for Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. They showed me that I would be placing crystals in certain points on the earth. I don't know where all that is. They're going to guide me there. And as I place those crystals, they are going to channel messages of healing that will go into Mother Gaia and into the inhabitants, human, animal, plant, water, everything where that area is will be touched by the healing energy that the angels will bring through. So that was revealed last week, that that's what was going to take place, was the healing part of the journey. I knew it was about healing, but I thought it was me healing inside. And I'm finding out it's healing both ways, for the earth and healing from the earth.
Teri, you will also be holding workshops in Time Heals.
Yes.
That's right, right?
Yes.
So that's already it's set up in Michigan. Is that
Mhm.
right? Is that one of your first stops?
It is,
Stop is in
absolutely.
Michigan.
The Michigan training is in Time Heals, which is an energy healing modality that was downloaded from the angels and the ascended masters. And I'm going to be holding a certification course there in Michigan. People can come there to Zenlightenment, which is the healing center, or they can tune in virtually over Zoom and get trained in this healing modality. And as I said, it is a certification. So once someone takes the course and is attuned to the energy of the angels, they can perform and practice as an energy healer to do that modality.
And what we just talked about, Terry, was a because you are bringing us along. This is our journey, and you're bringing us along. And one of the ideas that I really sparked to is the fact that every day you would be with us, we would be tuning in, you would be in a different place. And those days that you are actually doing the meditation with the crystal, we could, that's recorded. I mean, we can participate, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There will be
Mm-hmm.
lives every day. There
Mm-hmm.
will be certain teachings that are specifically for those who are called patrons. I have a Patreon account. We're going to talk about that.
Yep.
And those people who are signed up to support financially, they will receive special video trainings along the way. And part of that will be healings, part of it will be meditations, channeled messages, and the teachings. And also those patrons will receive a discount on any of the trainings that I hold, like the one in Michigan and others throughout the country.
That's right. So you and I discussed um, just a little of the the bigger this big picture of the timing, because you were sharing with me the fact that you had some life traumas that really came up between then when you had the impetus, when you had the impulse that you were taking this on, and now, and specifically your cancer, and how you worked through that. Was how was that training, how was that an experience that you needed to have to make this tour, to make this journey?
Yeah, it was very eye-opening for me because, like I said, I had in the back of my mind for years now that I knew I was going to go out on this mission. And then all of a sudden, here I was being diagnosed with breast cancer last year. So that was an interesting sit down talk I needed to have with the angels. Like, okay, angels, I don't get it. I don't understand how this plays into everything. And please show me. And they did. They showed me that it was a big part of my preparation for what I was going to be bringing to the world through this tour. That I really was at a place where I could understand other people's struggles, other people's challenges. It doesn't have to be cancer. It doesn't have to be a specific kind of cancer. It can be any huge hurdle that you are that's brought to you in life, but I would understand fully the process. And it's something that you can't be taught. It's something to be experienced and learn from that experience. And it was like that final uh, ending, final exam, if you will, like you're in college and that's your final. You passed and now you're done. And that's how they put it to me, that this was going to be the biggest hurdle and the last one that I would experience physically. So having gone through that, I reached a place of peace, and I reached a place of knowing that now I could just go. I could let go and just work on whatever it was before me, that I didn't have to worry about anything else coming to me in this lifetime, that was it. I was going to go on this journey whenever the time was right. I knew it wasn't last year because of the physical problems that I was going through, but that I could go forward with a peace of mind that I didn't have before because I'd had that assurance from them. This was it. This was the last part. It was kind of like the last piece of the puzzle. So it was a time of having to really go into faith and trust. That was the beginning of really understanding faith and trust to a much deeper degree than I ever had before. And having that reassurance, and I kept getting signs from them, just confirmation after confirmation, things started to fall into place. And then all the work that was done over this past year with Enlightened World Network and really revving things up spiritually in my life, it was all in preparation. This last 5 years has all been preparation. And now it's time to just do the work, to just get out there and let it happen.
So, shall we take this moment and let's put in broad strokes what the journey, the stopping places, the major pieces of it. And as you move along your journey, you're going to be filling in. We're going to be watching where you stop. But you
Yes.
do know about a few, you do have some huge chunks in mind. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. So what they've shown me is I'm not to do any of the planning. Okay? I tried and that didn't work. So they're like, okay, stop that and just allow the flow, which is what I have done. So I'm going to be heading, first of all, leave here on Friday. That's 2 days away. It's getting so exciting. So Friday I head out, and the destination is New York to pick up my chariot, which I have to tell you the story of the chariot as well. I haven't even done that yet. So after I let go of having to find the perfect vehicle, and I said, oh, the chariot's going to show up. I know it's going to just arrive. A client of mine, I do life coaching, a client of mine, as I was telling her that I was getting ready to embark on this journey, but I didn't have my chariot yet, she goes, well, I have a vehicle that's just sitting there. It's idle, and you're welcome to use it for this journey. It just showed up. And this is what I'm talking about when we let go and we don't say, I have to go find it, it finds us. So the vehicle is in New York. So I'm leaving Florida and heading north, and I'll be stopping in Knoxville, Tennessee. The first night we're going to do, I don't know if we're doing an angel circle or if we're just doing some angel readings there on Saturday. And then I'll head further north and stop at Deb Goldberg's on the way. She's in Pennsylvania. and then arrive in New York where I will meet Charlie. He's on here. Charlie is going to help me when I get to New York because I've never been to New York before. So after I get the vehicle, I'll be heading to Michigan, and that's where the first training will take place on the 19th of September. And then after that, I don't know the exact places I will be other than Colorado. I will be visiting with Ruth Anderson and Jean's sister-in-law, Meg, who is right there in that same area. And I know there's a few other people in Colorado that have said, we want to see you also. And then I'll be heading down to El Paso, Texas to visit with Jean Lorio. And our guest, Teri Myers, is going to meet up with us there because the Angel Lady movie is being produced in El Paso, Texas. And I have been connected with Sherry. That's how I met Sherry Myers years ago. She interviewed me for a podcast that she was doing. At the time, the movie was called The Glitch. So there's a few podcasts out there where Sherry has interviewed me. And Sherry and I have had such a huge connection ever since that first moment that we spoke on the phone.
That's
So
right.
Sherry's going to meet up in El Paso. I'll get to actually see where the movie is being produced.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
Mm.
And then I'll head out to California, and I know I'll be with Karen Palmer. Karen's birthday is in December, so I'll be able to celebrate with her on her birthday month. And Lisa Jo Davis, also in California. I plan on seeing her. And I've heard that I'm going to Mount Shasta. Part of what is wanted from this journey that the angels have shared with me, that desire, is to go to where there are vortexes of energy. And as we all know, Mount Shasta is one of the biggest vortexes of energy that exist in the USA. So I know that that's where I'm pretty sure the trip is going to end there as far as doing the land blessings. So that's all I know at this point. They're unveiling it bit by bit. Just this morning, they told me that I was to make up the magnetic door signs to put on the car. And they're going to say what it says above my head, our Journey of Healing Peace on Earth tour, with the website. If anyone wants to find out what's going on with this tour, they can go to the website and find out what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Teri, will you have time to get cards made? If you don't, let me know and I'll shoot you some or send them somewhere so you can, because, handing people and leaving people a card is an awfully cool way to bring it because, people are going to want to know about it.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be in Michigan on, I believe I arrive on the 18th. So I'll have time to get them printed and sent up there
Okay.
and have them ready there.
Okay. So I'm wondering if we could take the time now to talk, Teri, a little bit about the how our contributions are our I can't wait to show people what it is that I donated for your journey. And I just, if we can just take 5 minutes each to talk about where, our relationship and and our wishes for you. And I'd like to jump in because I kind of got this whole thing together. Teri, would you be able to play the video that I created that is about the art and about my.
Yes, I will do that now.
I would love to, because this will explain everything and why I'm here today and what I'm about.
Just a moment.
And Teri, while you do that, I, I will show people the art because it's a bit tricky to do this with a green screen. But this is some of the art that you're going to be able to print out if you contribute $25. I know there's a way to do this. Here, $25. If you contribute $25, you're going to get a chance to digitally, you're going to get a digital print of my mother's art, and you're also going to get from me a thank you card of her art. That is 5x7. That is very frameable.
You're absolutely beautiful. I have some.
Yeah, yeah. So
I can share this video, and it does
ready.
talk about the art.
Hello, this is Sherry Lee Myers. As I share the 20 pieces of Sylvia art we are donating to Teri Angel's Our Healing Journey, I wanted to also share with you why we are doing this. This spring, my mother, Sylvia Myers Willoughby, the artist you see here, was suffering from end-stage pulmonary fibrosis in her assisted living facility. We feared she might not live long enough for me to orchestrate the move into hospice at the lake, which she desperately wanted to do. Without hesitation, Teri Angel led a prayer circle for my mother to lift her up, to help her to make it to her beloved lake, to pass with her family around her. Teri organized a card writing campaign to boost Sylvia's spirits when she was suffering in isolation. Teri has led prayer circles for my husband and for my friend Michelle. And now she's taking her gifts on the road to call up in prayer healing for the earth and for anyone suffering, and to teach the Time Heals modality. Please join us for the Facebook Live fundraiser Wednesday, September 9th at 3 o'clock as Eastern.
Yes. So it's the least I can do. Because without Teri's prayers and leading people in prayer, I would not have felt the energy, and the energy would not have been there to actually lift my mother up long enough to get her to the lake. I know that. And then when we were there, she had the best transition you could ever imagine. But I was really worried. And Teri was there for me. And she's there for all of us in different ways, but it's always with a very pure heart. So with my pure heart, I want to offer the prints, the digital prints and the cards. And if you give $25, you're going to get a piece of art you're going to treasure and you can gift. So I wanted to just say that and start the ball rolling and just be able to, if the next person wants to jump in and to talk about how much their contribution.
Hi.
Karen?
No, it's Christina.
Oh,
A new soldier. I just seen the live video. But I don't know if you can help me. I'm a very new soul I just seen the live video. If you can help me truly.
Christina? Would you like to wait? Somebody here will be able to talk to you.
It's okay.
No. Can you just hold on and just wait for someone to talk to you after we finish with this piece of it?
It's okay. You can add me to your Facebook, okay? If you want to. You want.
Okay. Sure.
Sure. Wait, just.
Absolutely.
add me to your Facebook. If anyone wants to add me to your Facebook, if any one of you want to connect me to Facebook, it's better than here.
Okay. All righty. Yeah.
Gary.
Teri?
Okay. Hi, my name is Charles Cottons. I'm Charlie. I've been chanting with Teri and Karen for the last 3 months or so, and she's just, for some reason, she was coming to New York, and it just so happens that I'm in New York, and just so happens where she's picking up the car. I went to Catholic school and exactly where she's picking up the car and went to church there. So there's a reason why she's starting her journey there. So, and, and everything happens for a reason, and she's coming here. She might not be able to stay that long because of the COVID, but, at least I'll get to meet her. So.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Davis, and I met Teri about, oh my gosh, I haven't really met her, but I'm going to, and I'm so excited. But we've kind of been talking since about 2013, 2014, and I met her through different groups. And so we've had a lot of interaction, on Facebook, and I've been very blessed to have her as my friend. I had went through a near-death experience, and she was, there, helping me and stuff. And I had all of a sudden had these gifts that came, and I didn't know what to do with them. And so she had a modality, the Time Heals, and over time, she had developed that and was given that, and I was like, I'm on board. So I got in the class, and I was one of the first master teachers of time to be trained, and it's a very wonderful modality. So if you're interested in connecting with her to get a certificate in, it needs to go around the world. It's a really great blessing to have. And I'm very excited for her to come in December and hopefully spend the night. I also have a birthday in December, so it will be like a birthday present for me as well as a Christmas present. And what I would like, Teri, is to offer, and you can decide how you want to, place this within your website, or if you want to give it to someone or have someone bid on it or whatever you want to do. But I would like to bring forward a modality that I've been brought forward, and it's called Sacred Heart Fire. And this is a value of $125. And we do a lot of self-talk, body talk, and do a lot of healing with, the inside the healing chamber. And you'll actually get a guided meditation that you can listen to over and over. And the nice thing about the meditation is you can go in and ask 3 questions. And every time you go in, your questions can change. So you can use it over and over. I've had a lot of people feel very happy about it. And I would love to donate that, for your cause, for this earth tour that you're going to do, because I strongly feel like this is your purpose to do this. And I really, really hope that I can go to Mount Shasta with you. So I love you so much. And just let me know what you need me to do on my end. And I will be more than happy to donate that session to however you want to do this. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa Jo. And Sherry is keeping a master list of everyone who has said that they will do a healing session. They'll donate that.
That's right.
how those are going to fall for the people that do sign up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I love you so much. And yes, I see you at Mount Shasta with me.
Yay! Now we
But,
just gotta let my husband know.
And
but,
Ruth, I think I see
but,
Ruth. And you see Karen.
I want to
by the
go.
way, the Catholic church I went to was Sacred Heart.
Oh,
How wonderful. It's
Okay.
lovely.
So,
Yeah. I know I'm not even Catholic, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll go with the name because I love Jesus. I love, God and the angels. And
yeah.
yeah, so thank you.
Who's next? Deb, who's next? Who wants to wish
Go
well?
next. I'll go next because I'm here by mistake, as I always seem to stumble onto these things. Like the first time that I was as a co-host on A Cup of Joy, I told the angels, now you got me into this, now give me something to say. And I kind of feel the same way now. You got me into this, so now you better help me. But I came on because I wanted to support Teri, and even maybe more than I have. And I know you all are masters, you all are teachers, you're certified, and I am not. I just found AWN at the well, a little bit into COVID, I guess. And I think that the angels give you guides. They give you guides, they give you spiritual guides, and then they give you guides on the earth. And I've been blessed in that Teri's been my guide on the earth. And all of you are that, I know. But for me, she's been unbelievable. I mean, all these things I've known and had for so many years and hidden for so many years. And to finally find a place, EWN, where you feel at home and you can talk about them and people will listen, support you. It's really unbelievable. And my spiritual guide, one of my spiritual guides told me that you're like the bamboo, Kuan Yin can be the moon bamboo lady. And the bamboo, once the seed is planted, it'll take a very long time for it to grow. And I feel like that's the way your trip has been. The seed was planted, and then it took a long time for anything visible to show. That doesn't mean that things weren't going on underneath. There's always a lot of preparation that goes on underneath, and then the bamboo will all of a sudden just start growing. And I think that's the way your trip has been. The seed was planted, and all this preparation underneath was going on so that seed could just blossom into that huge bamboo. And so I think that's you. And I don't know how to say how much I appreciate you and love you. And I wish I had some kind of skill to offer you. So what I came here to do was support you by maybe getting a piece of art or to see what else, somebody offered. But so my gift is really small, but mostly I just want everybody to know how much we appreciate you and love you, how much we appreciate EWN also, and having a place to call home. So thank you, all of you, thank you.
Thank you, Jean. You are so beautiful. I love you so much. And
I love
Jean, it's no accident that you're here, first of all. You were supposed to be here. And Jean is going to be a student for the Michigan training. So
So
excited.
Wow.
awesome, Jean.
That's
Absolutely awesome.
really great. And then you're also hosting in El Paso. That's
Oh, that's a blessing. That's like, I can't believe it. You know, all you wonderful light workers and I feel like a flicker, but anyway, you know, I just can't believe that I'm going to have that pleasure. I'm beside myself. I thank the angels and, you know, the divine spirit for that. So,
who's next?
I just want to follow up with that. Jean, that was the best gift you could have given me today.
Oh,
So thank you. And thank you to whoever you were listening to that was whispering in your ear, telling you what to say. You know, Enlightened World is absolutely Archangel Michael's thing. And we just live it out loud so it can actually have a home here on earth. But that was the best thing you could have said to me today. So thank you so much. And you know, Enlightened World is made up of, yes, of people who are certified, and yes, people who are leaders and instructors, but it's also made up of people that are here hungry to learn. And if there were no people wanting to learn, EWN wouldn't have a place. So you are so valuable to us. And we're so glad you're here with us. And you don't need a certificate and you don't need a skill set to be home. So thank you.
oh, thank you.
Deb?
Sure. Oh my goodness, what can I say? This has been 1 year of, well, spending time with Teri and Ruth, but as soon as Teri and I met, and it was around September 1st, I think it was the beginning of the summit.
Right.
It was just like instant connection. We just really enjoyed being with each other. And then, of course, Ruth became part of that triad. It's been an amazing year of Teri, you teaching me more about what giving is. You have helped me in so many ways, even in technology. Things that I didn't understand how to do, which came easier to you, and the patience that you have to teach. Whatever you're teaching, whether it's about angels or it's about how to use software or something on the computer. And it helped me learn how to be more patient and then give that to other people that didn't understand how to use technology. But the friendship that has been developed, I don't know what to say, but I said the three of us, it's like we became the wind beneath each other's wings of being able to co-create together and spend time together, make beautiful music together and spiritually. It's just been amazing. You know, it's given me a boost in my confidence. It's allowed me to watch somebody lead and do things that I wanted to do that I hadn't done, that I took the extra step and said, okay, I'm watching Teri lead and I can do this. And I did. So I know that while you're on the road, I'm with you. This triad's not broken. And I look forward to seeing you and watching your whole experience, being part of it. And I am offering a session for people.
I love, hang on just a second. I gotta turn this volume down.
I am going to offer a session for anyone. I'm donating however they want to use it.
Hang on, honey, this is not working. Oh, maybe it did.
Marcia, honey,
Oh, sorry. I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
can you mute yourself, sweetie?
that'll work. Oh no, that's,
Go ahead, Deb.
Okay. However anyone wants to use this session, you know, I've been a therapist for many years. Mostly what I use my sessions for is to help you connect to spirit and to find that love within yourself and that voice that's talking to you and develop a relationship. So however Teri feels fit to offer that to someone, I'm here and available.
Thank you. Thank you.
So appreciated. And you are my soul sister. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Karen, Elizabeth, are you wanting to talk?
Sure, always. I love to talk about Teri Angel, especially because, you know, Teri Angel and I have been friends since 2014. We were two of the people who were talking about kindness before anybody really saw kindness as worthy or really valuable. And so we really bonded, and she and I both felt really comfortable talking about channeling angels and being in the space of just being our true self. And in 2014, we started doing some classes together. We started teaching some workshops together. And then in 2016, we met in person in Salt Lake City. We were both participants in the World Parliament on Spirituality, and we both were very passionate about peace on earth. And so we stayed close during that time. And then I got to see her again when I got to be at the Angel Speakers Live in 2018. Teri has been like a gift to me beyond anything I can even put into words, because when my grandmother was leaving her physical body, I'm a medium, so I have a very great gift of connecting with spirit, and I'm very grateful for those multisensory gifts that I've been blessed with. But when my grandma was leaving her physical body, I was in such upset that I couldn't get messages, and I thought I was losing my gifts, because my grandmother was like the glue that felt like it was holding me together in this world. And Teri was able to connect with her right before she left her physical body, and was able to get some messages to me to help me with the transitioning. And by that gift, my gifts came back. And I was able to raise my own frequency so that I could get my own messages again. Again, another opportunity came through when my dad was very sick, and I lost that connection again. You know, what happens a lot of times is that we lose our frequency, and and sometimes we're not able to make that connection at the time. And that's why we have all these people on the planet that are here that are able to help us. And we just need to be open to receive. It will come in so many different ways. It will come in so many different shapes and sizes and people, and you will resonate with one person more than another person's message, and that's okay, because that's the message that was meant for you to be able to be open to receive. And so Teri and I worked together after my dad's doing very well now, and he did come through. I didn't think he was going to make it, but he did make it, and now he's in a memory facility. And Teri's helped me so much with just making peace with what I can't control. Because, we, in the human form, we want to control things, and we want to make sure that, we can. So anyway, I let it all go to the angels, and everything just fell into place in a most beautiful way. So I feel like what Teri's doing, Teri's been talking about this since we first met, doing this Peace on Earth tour. And I watched her go through the experience of cancer. And then not only did I watch her go through the experience of cancer, but I watched her uplift so many other people who are going through that experience. And I watch everything that Teri does is, it's all about uplifting everyone. So whatever experience she's going through, she's going to uplift you. She's going to share that experience. She's going to help you. So I would like to offer 3 sessions. My 3 sessions that I would like to offer, my Time Heals. I would love to give somebody who would like to receive a Time Heals experience. I combined that with my other gifts and combined that with my multisensory gifts. And Teri knows that this is all, we get these gifts passed in through us as a modality, but we're always being able to expand those gifts. Another offer that I would love to give is if somebody would like a Time Heals for their animals. And the third gift that I would like to share is activating your connection with the angels so that you can connect with your frequency that is the most comfortable for you to feel supported in this physical experience. And I think that those are so important for us at these times right now when people are struggling. We have the most incredible A-team, the angels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, like my own grandmother, and I love helping people to be able to connect with that A-team and be able to really, really have a relationship so that they are becoming the embodiment of these angels as earth angels, because the angels need our physical bodies. They need our physical vocal cords. They need us as humans, and we need to be willing participants. And so if we're a willing participant, we'll be able to share our true self and be able to expand the capability of everyone on the planet being their true magnificent self. And that is the vision that Teri and I both hold, and we spend as much time possible. We've been chanting for 3 months together and brought in this beautiful chanting family together. And I adore and cherish our friendship. And I am so honored to have Sherry bring all of us together here to honor you and to really let you know that we will be the wind beneath your wings while you're on this trip. And we will be, all of us will be living vicariously through you on this tour. So we're very excited. I'm very excited, and I can't wait till you come and visit again. That'll be our 3rd time live in person, and I think that'll be really another magical, my birthday. So I'm really, really grateful for the angels taking care of all the details. I love how great the angels take care of all the details, because really, if you just let them take you, you can just soar through it all.
Absolutely. Thank you, my sister. I love you so much.
I love you too.
So I didn't make my offer yet. And first, let me just say, there are no words, Teri. There's just no words. And I am so excited that you aren't leaving us. You're taking us along with you. And I'm really hoping that I can talk you into doing like a daily post on the different EWN channels called something like, "Where in the world is Teri Angel?" And you could just show us a snapshot of a road sign or whatever every day so we know where you are. But what I would like to offer, Enlightened World is here to support light workers that are building their professional visibility and getting their message out into the world. So what I would like to offer is a session to work with a light worker to talk about their business, to talk about how to best promote them and start building a voice, whether it be blogging or having a podcast or whatever, but a business spirit-led, let me help you look at some options session. So Sherry, we can talk about what that might be called, what that might be worth, etc. And then also I just want to offer up Enlightened World helping to promote these gifts that people are wanting to do, whether it be in a newsletter and, you know, online, whatever. We'll help support, build the platform so we can advertise these gifts that people are giving and help bring notice of that to folks. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Love you so much.
Oh,
Thank you.
don't make me cry, girl. Don't make me cry.
I hope I am not the last one because I don't like to be the last one, but I am honored to be here. And I can't believe that it's only been about a year that Ruth and Deb and Teri came together. And that's where I kind of entered the scene as well. I just can't believe it. It feels like a lifetime. And so I'm trusting that it probably has been a lifetime, other lifetimes. And so Teri, I met through Enlightened World Network. And then we had just the joy of being together for a brief time on a program on Enlightened World Network. So I got to grow deeper to Teri and to developing a friendship and getting to know her better. And I just, all I want to say is that Teri to me embodies love and angels. I mean, that, like, she is the physical embodiment of it. And I don't think anyone who comes into her presence could disagree with that. And that is a rare quality, I think, rare and incredibly needed. So like, I just, you know, where we all plan and what are we going to do and how are we going to do this or that, like, Teri doesn't need to do any of that. She just needs to show up and be it. And she does that just so beautifully. So that is just what I want to say about Teri. And I'm honored to support this journey of yours. And I'm not a healer, so I don't offer healing sessions. However, I will be honored to support you financially on this journey. And so I look forward to doing that. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz. I love you, my sister. I'm so glad we got to know each other.
I am as well.
Pachita, are you still here with us? Pachita? Marsha, do you want to unmute and say hello? May not be. Ah,
Hi there. So sorry that I got a phone call in the middle and didn't have the technological know-how to figure out how to unmute myself. So thank you, Teri, for helping me, or Sherry, whichever was the genius that figured that out for me while I'm frantically pushing buttons. But Teri, I want to wish you all the best. I think it's so exciting and such a wonderful gift that you are sharing with all of us. So I am supporting you in every way and holding you in my heart throughout your journey. And I know that it's going to be just magnificent for you and for everyone that you touch along the way, as well as for the earth. Such a beautiful gift. And because the angels are who they are, I know that it will be beautiful for you and just as healing and wonderful for you as it is for everyone that you encounter. So, wow, just so powerful, Teri, so wonderful that you have agreed to do this. And I'm just honored to be here with you and support you in that.
Thank you, Marcia. Those words mean so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you today for sharing with us.
Well, your courage to do this, Teri, is just amazing. I mean, we all know what it's like to get a message from the angels and wonder and worry, are we able to do what they have asked us to do? Are we going to be able to carry out this mission? But you are taking it to the next level. So I am so really, really amazing, really special that you are doing this and honoring the angels in this way. And as we all know, they will never let you down. Everything will come as it's supposed to. And this is exactly what is necessary for you and your growth and your soul development. But wow, what a huge act of courage to answer the call.
Thank you.
Yes. You're so welcome.
Pachita. Thank you, Marcia.
You're welcome.
Pachita, you're the last person that I can see on the board here. Do you want to unmute and say hello to Teri? Maybe you're not able to hear at the moment. I know the connection's not very good, you were saying.
Yeah, she's been having connection issues.
Okay. So Teri, your Patreon has these levels and we're going to be directing people back to the Patreon, right? So that they can pick their gift and how they can keep engaged with you and support you, right? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to talk about that. We have one more person, I think, that wanted to come in to say something, and that's
great.
Navriti Chandra. She is in India, where Pracheta is. Here she comes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Am I there?
Yes, you're here. Go ahead. You're invited to speak.
I just have to say that I love Teri. I think she is one of the most compassionate people that I have come across. And from the bizarrest of place, Facebook, I never expected that. But I have to say thank you to Pracheta as well for it. And Teri, I think you're amazing. I think I don't have enough words for it. I wasn't even prepared for this. I thought I'll just be sitting in the background and hearing everyone. But I'm truly grateful to God to put me in touch with this community and to you especially, Teri.
Thank you, Navriti. Thank you so much for showing up today, you and Pracheta. And one of the pieces of this that I have not talked about is that I have heard the message. I will be going to India.
Oh, lovely.
At the moment, it looks like it will probably be in February. We are setting our intention for COVID to be totally done by then and for everything to open up for air travel. And Navriti is someone who is going to be instrumental in helping me out in India with the native garb called a sari.
Yes, I have already selected what I have to put on you and the whole ensemble and everything and where all I want to take you around and show you. And, you don't worry, you just have to land to India and then you're our responsibility. You don't have anything. Everything will be planned for you.
So between Navriti and Pracheta, I know that India tour is going to be absolutely amazing. And we're going to hit some of the high spots there. I think the Taj Mahal is on the list. And,
Yes.
you know, about a year ago, Dr. Ruth Anderson had this idea that we were going to interview someone. And the question was, if you could interview anyone in the world, if you could just sit and talk with them, who would it be? Who would you choose? I chose the Dalai Lama.
Wow.
And I still have that knowledge in my heart that that's going to happen. So I have put it out to the angels, and I'm asking for that confirmation that when I go to India, that will take place. I will have audience with him. So I'm asking all of you to hold that in your heart as a belief and trust that that will happen. And I know that it will. I know it. And I can't imagine anyone else that I would just be so willing to learn from, just sit and learn just from being in his presence. So that's one of my huge desires for the culmination of all of this is to have that audience and to be able to bring all of us along on that. Because this is our tour, remember, it's not me. So all of us in to sit with the Dalai Lama, how exciting would that be?
Yeah.
This is going to happen. We're speaking it into existence.
Yeah.
So the Patreon account, it has been set up. There are 4 different tiers. That's what they're called. The levels are called tiers. And I have placed the link in both the chat for Zoom and the messages on Facebook. And in those tiers, there are different things that happen in each one. You can start with the very basic, which is $5 a month. If you want to just support that, that would buy, you know, a cup of coffee or help out in some way toward the expenses of the trip. So the very first trip, now I can't talk. The first tier is, let me just get it up here on my screen.
Teri, do you mind? I just want to interject for a second because because to speak on your behalf in terms of what expenses we are really looking at, because you know I don't not to be shy about any of this, but in order to create this, Teri will need to be able to get a room in a hotel if she's not staying with someone. She definitely will need gas. She'll need food. She'll need a cushion, a financial cushion. So if the car has a problem, she doesn't need to like, what am I going to do? And the insurance on the car and the nut that Teri has figured that she needs to raise in order to really give her that flying carpet cushion is $1,000 a month. So that's our goal. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Teri.
I have a question. This link will be, we can access this link even after the fundraiser, right?
Oh, totally. This is just a kickoff.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
then one can forward this to others that one knows, and if they weren't here for the fundraiser, they'll still have access to that link.
For sure. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for asking that, Navriti. So when you click on that link, this is what you will see. And so, as I said, it starts at $5 a month, and then they go up there. And what happens with the $5 a month, you get posts and messages that are just for the patrons. I'll be putting stuff out every day. There'll be videos and blogs and things that'll happen every day, but the patrons will get a special communication from me. And so that's what the $5 will get. And then if you go to 15 a month, you also get a library of information that will be collected, and you'll have access to that, and you'll have early access to anything that's going out to the public. You'll be seeing it first. Then we go to the 25 a month, and in that one, you also have benefits of a class discount if you want to sign up for some of the training. There will be phone call check-ins to let you know how the trip is going and anything that you want to request, like a special healing or anything like that, prayer requests for the journey. And this is where the artwork bonus kicks in, is at the $25 level.
Right.
So you'll receive digital artwork from the Sylvia Willoughby collection. And then the highest level is the $50 a month. And on this one, you get all of that, plus you get coaching sessions with me twice a month.
Wow.
And those coaching sessions are whatever you want to work on. It can be spiritual, it can be business, just whatever you need to have somebody have that outside look at your situation and bring some energy to it, some insight to it. So there's 2 of those a month at that $50 level. And I'll tell you, that is a bargain, because I do coaching sessions and it's over $100 for one session with me. So you'll be getting 2 of those a month.
Wow.
So that's the Patreon. You've got the link, and I so appreciate every one of you that have donated toward this, that have donated either a session or artwork. And in the Facebook group, the people that are watching in the audience, Gabby Forrester from Australia is watching, and she says, I would like to donate a water dragon painting. I will send it to you through courier.
Wow.
We're going to fight over that one.
Wonderful. Thanks, Gabby. Wow. Well, Teri, I'm I guess we would love to hang out all day. I wanted to add that the faith and the trust that you are exhibiting empowers us, and I really look forward to being in prayer with you as you move across our beautiful country. I feel that healing and the opportunity for people to be with you on site and bringing that energy is it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm so happy to support it. So, any last words, Teri?
Oh my gosh, my heart is full. You all made me cry. You made me laugh. You have increased my faith and my trust. And I just love every one of you. You are so special to me. And I wish I could just reach through the screen and give each one of you a big hug. And I can't wait to do that for some of you that I will be visiting in your part of the world. I'll be coming and we'll be getting those real hugs and be doing some videos together and some trainings together. And Karen and I haven't talked about this exactly yet, but I've heard that there will be a training when I get to California on time heals for animals. Yes. So if there's anyone that is interested in closer communication with your animals, how to learn their specific method of telling you something, and especially if something is wrong, we have heard the instruction from the angels to do this time heals for animals. The book has been written, it was printed this year, and we will be training people in how to do this for animals, how to do the energy healing session and really get into what the root is that's going on. So that's another training that will happen during this tour. And I'm so honored that the angels have given me this mission. I'm honored. And somebody, I can't remember who it was, that mentioned, when we hear these messages from the angels, and sometimes it takes us aback and we're like, oh, can I do that? We have that moment of doubt. There has never been a moment of doubt with this at all. And I've had different responses from different people. And some of that was, well, you're going to be all by yourself. Aren't you scared? There's so much that could go wrong. And my response is, there's so much that can go right. And that's what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go.
Bingo.
Telling us it's time to stop.
Arf, arf.
It's
And you know
time.
that you're never alone.
Yeah. Little time heals right there.
That's right.
Love you all. Love you, Teri. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, Teri.
Mwah. Go,
Goodbye.
Teri, go. Woo.